actually, I'm going to be quite serious, and hopefully I'll get through this without making a fool of myself. As he always said, John would always say, "Are you crying again?" And anyway, John is John Holland III for a reason. I'm John Jr. John Sr.'s over there. See, here I go. Anyway, he's not named after me. He's named after a hell of a guy, my father. And, as fathers and sons go, you always go through these periods where you have ups and downs. You have moments that are good and you want to live forever. And then you have moments that you never want to repeat. But my father was always there, even when he wasn't there. He worked hard to put a family into a future of their choosing, working hard every day in a thankless job. And I learned a lot about working hard to take care of a family. And one thing I know that my son has learned is working hard to take care of a family. So I know, Hannah, that he'll take care of you and those girls. He will work hard for you and those girls. Now, the other thing I want to say about John is he never likes to look at old family videos. I don't know if it's because I'm in them or I'm always narrating, and that's pretty scary. But he'll look at himself, and we got a lot of ones like you always do with little baby pictures and so forth, and he's running around. He had long curly hair. Not that we wanted our first child to be a girl, but yeah. Anyway, the first video casing that we put on, it said Elizabeth Blair, and it came out John Holland. I don't know how that all works, but anyway, anyhow, he doesn't like looking at them. And it kind of dawned on me recently why. And the reason is he's a man, and in this world you have to be manly, you got to be tough. But inside him, he is still the same young boy that I used to hold in my arms and sing songs. And he would hug me and say, "Hi, Daddy. I love you." And as you get bigger, you can't do that, right? You don't come up to your father and give him hugs anymore because you're afraid of your friends and things, and you don't do the things that you wish you could do all the time. And so I love my dad. I know my son loves me. But anyway, he doesn't like to look at that because it reminds him of some of that stuff. And every now and then I'll get him, looking at it. But anyway, he's going to be a good family man. He's hardworking. He'll do everything he can for those girls. I'm glad that I'm now instantly a grandfather and didn't have to go through 9 months to earn it. But anyway, look, I'm rambling now, but he's a heck of a guy. I'm very proud of my son. He's had, as Martin said, has had some tumultuous times. Maybe not the path that he would have chosen for himself, but he's on the path that he has been given by God, and he's walking it, and he's not turning back on it. And I pray that always is that way. And I pray that God will always lead you to. It's something that our pastor used to say, as you individually grow closer to Christ, you can't help but grow closer to each other. So I hope that you will practice that as that has happened with Caroline and I for all these years. So I'll end it, and I'll just say, John, I'm very proud of you. I love you, son. And I do hope that there is a John IV, and you will name him after me.
Okay, I hope I'm not interrupting anyone's barbecue. But before I actually say anything about LJ, I did want to an outstanding job up front, and I know several of you need to. So I'm going to make this very short. I just want you know, the minister stood up and talked about how he knew LJ and that he was a great guy, and I just think he really is. I know 2 or 3 weeks ago, we went out and had the bachelor party, very clean, no stories, nothing I'd be embarrassed for any of you to know about or see. And we went whitewater rafting and some outdoor things like that, and you know, he's just such a laid-back guy, just a person I really respect and enjoy hanging around. You know, even if you weren't my sister's son, I would still like you. And I really mean that. And I want to say this also. Just because you got married before your uncle does not mean you are better than I am. All right, guys, I'm done. Thank you.
The other girl there. If you just need to catch yourself looking at everybody else. Yeah, right. Yeah. Then that's when you really get stumbled at.